This is part 2 of a trader's view on inflation. If you didn't watch the first video, feel free to go and watch it now and come back after. Everyone's talking about inflation, and yet almost no one is pointing to one of its biggest drivers, corporate concentration. Yes, prices are rising. That's real. And in response, the Federal Reserve is slowing down the economy, raising interest rates and tightening credit, despite the fact that millions of workers still haven't received the wage increases they were promised. Don't take the bait, because what's largely missing from this conversation is the deeper structural issue, a lack of competition. In a healthy competitive market, businesses fight for your dollar. They try to keep prices low, even when costs rise, because if they don't, you'll go to a competitor. But that's not what's happening. Instead, corporations are raising prices while pulling in record profits. They've grown so big, so dominant, that they can increase prices at will without fear of losing customers. In other words, they're using inflation as an excuse to pad their profits. Take energy. A handful of giant firms control most of the world's oil and gas infrastructure. They took a hit during lockdowns, but now they're making up for it by deliberately limiting supply and hiking prices. Chevron and Exxon, they've doubled their profits. It's the same story in consumer goods. In 2021, Procter & Gamble raised prices on essentials like diapers and toilet paper, citing higher material and shipping costs. But at the same time, they reported a nearly 25% profit margin. Want to shop elsewhere? Good luck. The diaper market is basically a duopoly. Food and beverages, PepsiCo raised prices and then posted billions in profits. Coca-Cola followed suit and recorded a 16% revenue increase. It's easy when your only real competitor is doing the same thing. Or look at meat. Prices are up 15% year over year, but the market is controlled by just 4 major meatpacking companies. See the pattern? This isn't just inflation. It's consolidated market power and corporations abusing it. Over the last 40 years, the US government has all but abandoned antitrust enforcement. As a result, most industries have become dangerously concentrated. A few massive firms now dominate: airlines, banks, broadband providers, big pharma, meat processors, even soda. These companies could absorb rising costs, including long overdue wage increases, but they won't, because they don't have to. They're not protecting consumers. They're protecting shareholders and executive bonuses. So how do we fix this? By going after the root cause, corporate power. That means aggressive antitrust enforcement. It means breaking up monopolies and blocking anti-competitive mergers. But that's just the beginning, because unless we deal with corporate concentration, price increases will keep hitting everyday people hardest, while CEOs and investors keep raking it in.
Corporations are now starting to be treated like governments.
That was
The real
interesting.
inflation story isn't just about money supply or wages or interest rates.
This is Klaus
It's about
Schwab.
power. And right now, too much of it is in
so
too few hands.
depressing
To me, 15 people died in a refinery explosion in Texas City.